Well, if you roll it up just right.
Yeah, no, we ordered those little plastic squeezes.
Oh, yeah, because it squeezes it.
And you know, and the goal is to get the last drop out and leave it in the drawer so that whoever's next has So, toothpaste, tubes of toothpaste, correct answer. Brand new, nearly impossible question tomorrow morning from Portland's K103. The contest section of K103.com has chance for you to win VIP seats to my Macy's Holiday Parade. Day after Thanksgiving, downtown. Santa will be there, John will be there, Janine will be there, I will be there. At least 27 inflatable floating bands. 600 characters will be there. You should be there too. It is a lot of fun. Great way to start the holiday season. My Macy's Holiday Parade. We've got special VIP seats at K103.com. The morning after Election Day, talking about that. I don't know who you watch for Election Day coverage. But if you were watching ABC last night, you're not alone. Everybody I've talked to this morning says Diane Sawyer, well, we'll talk about that. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Everyone's going to be talking about it, so you're going to want to hear it.
That's what we'll report
right after the news in a second. Sleep Country's mattress price wars. Anyway, Sleep Country's got a big challenge underway. Their manufacturer has been challenged to offer even lower prices. What they've got now is a special. With Veterans Day, you can get that 36 months interest-free financing on premium mattress. Now, even Tempur-Pedic comes through that right front. The special is offers for 3 years if you're paying full within 36 months. Just credit, just minimum payments required.
And you know, for a limited time, I don't think you mentioned $400 up to $600 off on Posturepedic and Beauty Rest mattress sets. You'll get free same-day delivery, including free setup, and they'll take away that old mattress too if you purchase by 2 p.m. So you buy it, you're slipping anything you need.
That's not sleep for the rest of your life. If you get a Sleep Country, guaranteed comfort, best selection, lowest price. Sleep Country. Why buy a mattress anywhere else?
Well, it's a bit raining around the area. A little on the chilly side, but a partly sunny day. We might get a morning shower, a high in the mid-50s today. It's 8 in the morning and 46 downtown. Freshly re-elected President Obama goes back to the White House today, where there's a lot of work to do.
The president says he'll seek help from leaders in both parties in confronting huge challenges like the looming fiscal cliff, expiring tax cuts, and massive spending. In the weeks ahead, I also look for a better president.
And he will again have to work with a divided Congress. Ending a string of wave elections in which Congress swung back and forth between Democrats and Republicans, this time voters for the status quo, a divided and still unpopular Congress. The Senate stays in Democratic hands, and the House under Republican control, led by Speaker John Boehner.
We're humbled by having again been entrusted by the American people with the responsibility of leading the people's house.
The retirement and defeat of some prominent moderates actually leaves Congress more divided than it was before. CBS News, Washington.
Portland Mayor-elect Charlie Hales on his top priorities once he takes office. One is just focusing the city itself on basic services, streets, parks, a better police bureau relationship with the community, the things that people expect from city government. And then secondly, they want their mayor to be an advocate for public education, and I will be. Hales heard live earlier this morning on AM 860's First Edition and on Local 6. He will be meeting later today with Mayor Sam Adams to begin the transition. Portland Business Journal editor Rob Smith says the business community has a friend in the new mayor.
You know, he has been very consistent focusing on police and the city budget and schools and basic city services. He said last night that he wanted to work with business interests, and this was going to be one of his major efforts in City Hall. This is going to be one of his priorities to work with small businesses.
A right turn for the Clackamas County Commission, where 2 conservative candidates won seats last night.
John Ludlow beat Charles Behan to become county chair. Tootie Smith knocked out Jamie Damon for District 4 race.
They campaigned on a promise to stop Portland Creek, decision forced out the county. Ludlow from outside.
Roads are going to have the high density is going to be play as metro mandated on the Clackamas County. I don't think Clackamas County likes it like that. I don't think they like light rail in exchange for
Ludlow says the final straw for the voters was probably the decision to give Primet $20 million towards a new MAX line just before citizens got a chance to vote on it. Mark Provo, AM 860.
Washington State's race for governor still hanging on late ballots, with election officials estimating hundreds of thousands of votes still left to be counted. Democrat Jay Inslee held a promising lead after nearly 2 million votes were counted, carrying 51% of the ballots. Republican Rob McKenna struggling in King County, which also held many of the votes still left to count. McKenna telling his supporters they're going to have to wait a few more days as mail-in ballots continue to arrive at county offices. On Wall Street right now, the S&P is now down 33. The Dow is now off 306 points, and the Nasdaq's down 73. Now, CoinLocal 6 pinpoint weather from Sally Shulman.
Pretty nice day ahead. We've got patchy morning fog out there. This afternoon, sun breaks and some clouds. An isolated shower not out of the question. Today's high, 55 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly dry day with temperatures in the upper 40s, so it will certainly feel chilly out there for the rest of the week. I'm CoinLocal 6 meteorologist Sally Shulman with AM 860.
This forecast brought to you by Weston Kia, Oregon's #1 Kia dealer.
AM 860, real-time traffic.
And the very latest on your commute, starting with Carly Kennelly, CoinLocal 6 pinpoint traffic.
There's a lot of slowing in both directions on 217. If you're headed southbound, watch for delays from Walker down to Greenberg. Northbound traffic on 217 is heavy from I-5 to Denny. Then you've got some slowing inbound on 26, so 26 slows at the Sylvan exit. Here's Mark Northbound.
Thanks, Carly. It's improving out of Vancouver now on I-5 southbound, at least on the Vancouver side. It's good rolling up to and crossing the interstate bridge. Still going to hit some brake lights on the Oregon side about Marine Drive and stay slow down at the Fremont Bridge. 205 southbound, good shape on the Glen Jackson span. 14 westbound, just about wrapped up. Some slowing just approaching I-205. Out east, Stanfield Freeway inbound, still slow back in Gateway, and it's on and off slow from that point all the way down to I-5. Just about wound down on 205 southbound. Still some brake lights on the Abernathy Bridge. Northbound 205 still slowing down between Johnson Creek Boulevard exit and Powell Boulevard. And if you're heading in from the south, I-5 northbound is still pretty busy getting through the Tualatin area. Farther north, slowing Capitol Highway through the curves. Saw the crash getting cleared up 82nd and Airport Way. It's actually on Airport Way east of 82nd. And the crash 82nd and Sandy is clear. Check on the traffic brought to you by a new Airborne Hot Soothing Mix of 14 vitamins, minerals, and herbs, including C, A, E, zinc, and echinacea. Airborne Real Immune Support. Next real-time traffic, 8:10, traffic alerts when they happen. With CoinLocal 6's Carly Kennelly, I'm Mark Dorntop.
Your news and conversation station is AM 860 and KFAM.com. Updates at the top and bottom of every hour, and breaking news, traffic, and weather as it happens. Our next news at 8:30. From the AM 860 News Desk, I'm Tim Holm.
Live from the AM 860 KFAM studios, it's the Bob Miller Show. Opinions, big-name guests, your feedback, along with news, weather, traffic, and sports at the top and bottom of every hour. Guests and you join us on the Broadway Toyota hotline
at 503-225-0860.
Broadway, the only way. He's the Dean of Portland Radio. It's Bob Miller. We are your news and conversation station. AM 860 and KFAM.com.
6 in the morning now at AM 860. Welcome to the Bob Miller Show. You know, one of the things that concerns me, and I may be totally wrong about this, but I do worry because a lot of us get awful wrapped up in the presidential election. And I suppose we should. He is the CEO of the country and all of that stuff, and it's important, and I get that. But so many people, not everyone, but a lot of people spend so much time and so much attention on the presidential election, they don't pay very much attention to the local stuff, which really is where your vote counts more than ever. It really does. It makes more difference in what happens to you on a day-to-day basis, your kids in schools, your streets, your government, all of that is very, very important. And I don't see, Facebook may be a lousy example, but I don't see a lot of people talking about this race and that race. It's all about the president, which is important, but these local races are too. Let's talk to Len Bergstein. He's a political consultant. Obviously, we talk to him often. Len, any surprises where you're concerned, where the local races are concerned? Whether it's ballot measures or whatever?
And you're right to focus on the locals. So, you know, if you're within the city council area of Portland, or even on the collar, the fringe around, that's a very, very critical set of elections, and new mayor, new council, framework. The surprise, I think, on the city council was the fact that the incumbent, in this case, Amanda Fritz, was able to hold off a fairly spirited challenge. Most people thought that was going to be a razor-thin race, and it turns out that Amanda Fritz was able to win a pretty big victory. So you've got a city council that is dominated by people who are quite experienced. 4 out of the 5 are people with experience on the city council, and then Steve Novak, who's whip smart, and adds a